What's up, guys? Neil Orfield here, taking a look at the Stokastic NFL DFS lineup generator for DraftKings lineups on Monday Night Football. We have a two-game slate tonight, so not a showdown slate. We've got a two-gamer with the Packers and the Giants, the Dolphins and the Titans. Should be a fun one. While you're coming, please like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification button so you can get alerts when our shows go live. If you haven't already signed up for the lineup generator, it is $14.95 per week. That includes FanDuel and DraftKings. Main slate, every primetime showdown slate, all of that is included here in the lineup generator. And of course, every single lineup you get in the lineup generator has been run through the Stokastic Sims. Only lineups that have positive expected value in the Sims make it into the lineup generator. So check it out if you haven't already done so. And the link is in the description of this video. If you haven't already found the link, it's in the description of this video. $14.95 per week. All right, we're going to look at some DraftKings. It's main slate. It's really the two-game slate for Monday Night Football. I'm going to do all stack types. We're going to get a mix of one-man stacks, two-man stacks. Some will have a run back. Also going to do all lineup types. We'll get a mix of chalky, balanced, and contrarian lineups. All right. Not a surprise here to see the first lineup we get is a mega Dolphin stack. Tua with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. We've also got Devin Achane in there. Saquon Barkley as the second running back. We have Wan'Dale Robinson in here, Chigakonkwo, Daniel Bellinger, double tight end lineup here, and then the Titans defense. Yeah, on a two-game slate, hard to avoid playing a defense against opposing players. And, you know, we've got full-on Dolphin stack here. It's still going to be somewhat unique to have a full-on Dolphin stack, then the Titans defense against it. That is pretty interesting to see that. Obviously, that can work out. Plenty of ways it can work out. The Titans defense just being the cheapest defense allows you to play the entire Dolphin stack. So one way is just none of the defenses really separate from the others. Of course, the Titans could get a pick six. Suddenly, the Dolphins get the ball back in better position. So a lot of ways for it to work out. Guessing it'll be somewhat unique for people to play the Titans defense against the full-on Dolphins onslaught. So that's a really interesting kind of cool lineup. And I think we have all four teams represent. No, we don't have any Packers. No Packers in this one. The other three teams all represented in this lineup. 374% total ownership. You don't see that on many slates, but on a two-game slate kind of makes sense. You're going to get some lineups with a ton of ownership across the board. Do we have anybody unique? We got Wan'Dale at sub 20% is our and the Titans defense sub 10%. Those are the unique players in this one. All right, let's take a look at the next lineup. So we're comparing to projection of 120, 374% total ownership for this one. This one, very similar, just under 120, just under 373% total ownership. Now we have just a single stack, Tua with Tyreek Hill. That's it for the Dolphins players. We've also got the Dolphins defense in this one. Then we have Saquon once again. Now we've got Tyjae Spears from Tennessee. We do have Derrick Henry playing tonight out of the, or maybe never even went into the concussion protocol. But either way, Derrick Henry is going to be active tonight. Tyjae Spears still might see a little bit more role than we've seen in the past. We have DeAndre Hopkins in this lineup, Jaden Reed, Chigakonkwo, Jalen Hyatt. In this one, we do have, I believe, we have all four teams represented in this lineup. A little bit different than the last one. Again, very chalky. Looked very similar in a lot of ways, but the lowest owned players in this one, Tyjae Spears at 11%. That's a really interesting play. Jalen Hyatt, 18%. Everybody else fairly chalky in this one. Let's see if we can just find at least one lineup that is not a Dolphin stack. I'm going to skip past the Dolphin stacks. Yeah, not surprising that we're getting to a ton of Dolphin stacks against that Tennessee defense that is one of the bigger pass funnel defenses in the league, one of the better passing offenses in the league. So not a surprise we're getting to a lot of Tua stacks. But here's a different one. We've got Jordan Love with Jaden Reed and Tucker Kraft and Aaron Jones. So a full-on Green Bay stack. Makes sense. Giants defense has been terrible. Of course, this one, they're playing against it. You got the Giants defense here in the defense slot. So again, full-on stack of one team and then the defense of the opposing team in the lineup. Kind of an interesting construction. We've got Saquon Barkley and Wan'Dale Robinson as the bringbacks against the Packers, and then we have Achane and Hill, players you want from the Dolphins. Looks like a really nice, interesting lineup. And this one, a little bit less chalky. This one, 361% ownership. So the last two, 374, 373. This one, 361. Still projects for 119 fantasy points. Still has some of the better parts of the Dolphins here. Not full fading and leaving 500 on the table. that's something that I'm still kind of working through whether I want to be leaving more salary on this table for a 2-game slate like I do on a showdown slate. I think it's probably something that I have not done that I probably should do a little bit more of, forcing some lineups to leave salary on the table to avoid duplication, to get and just to be a little bit more unique, even if you're not, totally avoiding duplication, just having lineups that are not as similar to all the other lineups in the field. So something I'm wrestling with a little bit. All right, now I'm just going to go through and here's an interesting one too. Let's look at this one real quick. Tommy DeVito with Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hyatt. We have Romeo Dobbs and Aaron Jones coming back on this one. So that one, a full game stack of the Giants and Packers game. But we also still have Devin Achane and Tyreek Hill. I think all of our lineups maybe we've had Tyreek Hill and Devin Achane maybe. And then we have Chigakonkwo in the tight end spot coming back against the Dolphins. You're going to see, basically a bring back in almost every lineup. All right, I'm just going to go through and save all of our lineups, see what our final exposures look like. All right, we got to 100% Tyreek Hill across, I believe, 40 lineups. Yep, we got to 39. Must have discarded. We got 39 lineups, 100% Tyreek Hill. That's really interesting. It's the best possible spot. I mean, Tyreek Hill has been a beast all year, on pace for, I believe, over 2,000 receiving yards. He's just a monster out there, and this is about the best matchup you can possibly have. So it makes sense. We're going to get to a ton of Tyreek Hill. I'm probably not going to play 100% tonight, but yeah, it makes sense that we're getting to a lot there. He just projects extremely well. Chigakonkwo, 74%. That one's a little bit more surprising to me, but he's only 3.1K. You've got to play a tight end. I also wouldn't play 74% Chigakonkwo. I would go back and probably find some lineups, find other lineups that don't have Chig in them, because I don't really think he separates all that much from all the other tight ends on this slate with Bellinger, Kraft. Yeah, I don't think that he really stands out too much. So I don't think I want 74% Chig, but he obviously looks good. Saquon, 64%, Tua, 62%, 54% going to Aaron Jones, 51% Devin Achane, and then we have 38% each of Waddle, Wandale, AJ Dillon, and just those three, I guess. And then DeAndre Hopkins down at 36% with the Packers defense. Did we get any Miami defense? Oh, yeah, we did. I think we got all of the defenses. The defense we got the least of, just 5% Titans. So we saw it early on in that first lineup, and then not much after that, apparently. We got to 28% of the Giants defense, 31% of the Dolphins defense, and 36% of the Packers defense. So really, the only one that is far from the field there is the Titans, down at 5%. Otherwise, the other three defenses kind of split there. Kind of interesting to see that. All right, hit the like button if you haven't already done so. Check out the lineup generator, link in the description of this video. It's $14.95 per week. Thanks for watching, and good luck tonight.